Ms. Bhavri, tourists come here seeking peace, clean air, cold temperature, but it seems like hill stations have become victims of their own popularity, because look at the kind of strain that is witnessed on the, environment in this, not just in one stretch, but across hill stations. How do you look at reviving these hill stations once the influx is out?
So, of course, I mean, adding to what Dr. Dhawan just said, and the complete model is messed up. I think it's backwards. So, the roads are widened first, then the numbers increase afterwards. The infrastructure struggles later, and then this mess we see, for traffic jam. Traffic jam is just one of the, I think, like Dr. Dhawan also said, it's one of the, I think, least of the worries. So it should be the reverse. It should, one, that any hill station, any mountain needs to first determine the carrying capacity. They need to determine the sewage capacity. They need to determine the waste processing capacity. Also your slope stability, etc. So this then determines how many people can safely enter. And I think the state has to be responsible for this. After all, it's a home. Would you just allow everyone and anyone to come enter your house and use and abuse your premises? No. So this is exactly how the state should feel, that only encouraging tourism is not the job of a state. The state has to also protect, it's not a tourism promoter, it's a trustee of the ecological assets. So Himalaya, now we know, is a very fragile ecosystem. So there's a constitutional obligation also to protect, whatever your forest, trees, rivers, slopes, biodiversity, public safety. I mean, look at those horrific videos, where the Kedarnath, where people are. I mean, I don't know. We're just waiting for a big disaster to happen. So the complete thought process has to change. That congestion is only the first visible sign of the ecological stress. There is much, much worse, because then you're talking about the waste and the plastics and all. That will happen eventually. Everything, it's a vicious cycle. It will go on and on and on and make it worse.